Valley.
Marcus, Jamie here.
Marcus is in the top 5 food activist in the United States. Farm, and then Jamie's an awesome bartender, restaurateur. And so here she is at the Ellensburg Brewery, and we're excited to have her. She's going to make a couple cocktails, I think, and then she's going to pour me a beer.
Absolutely.
So Jim, you have a lot of cocktail, a lot of different alcohols, a lot of different spirits at the Ellensburg Brewery. And I said, Jamie, that's because we're a brewery. We want to sell you guys a really delicious beer. But with that said, we do have some cocktail chat. So anyway, let's turn the video around, and Jamie's going to be doing a live video for her restaurant as well. Cocktail time with Jamie. Here we go from the Ellensburg Brewery.
Awesome. So thanks for the introduction, Jim. Again, Jamie here, and Marcus and I are in Washington State, in Ellensburg, Washington, visiting our really good friends, Jim and Shannon, that we met about 12 years ago, maybe even 13 years ago, at our restaurant marketing conferences, and we become really good friends, and we travel to see each other, we travel together. We were seeing each other 3 times a year. We see each other at least once a year right now. And so here I am at Ellensburg Brewery, really awesome brewery if you're ever in Ellensburg. And as you can see behind me, they have some of their beer, which they started making, which I will pour a beer for Jim here shortly.
They misspelled our name on that. Giuliano.
It should be Guiliano. Giuliano IPA. But anyway, so we've gotten to spend a couple of days out here with Jim and Shannon. They own a couple of restaurants out here, Wing Central. They own a country bar. What else do you guys have? You have this brewery, Ellensburg Brewing.
Event space.
Have an event space out here. And here is Shannon. Shannon is joining me live here today as well. And we're super happy to be out here with them. We've been talking about coming out here for so long, and we're super excited to be here. But one of the things that we've been talking about doing for a long time is Jamie behind their bar making a cocktail. So I'm using their liquor and
Is there anything new, Jamie, that we have out here that you're like, I'm not familiar with that?
Yeah, so interestingly enough, there is a distillery here in Ellensburg called Ellensburg Distillery. This is their Amethyst handcrafted lavender gin, which I found really cool, really interesting. And I had a cocktail here at Ellensburg Brewing with it the other night. And one of the things, again, I'm using different spirits that I am not that familiar with, except the other day we took our friend Shannon and Marcus and I, and we went to a Lou, which we have been buying a Lou for a couple of years. They make a couple of different spirits. They are out of Seattle, so we went and we met with the owner, and we had a tasting, and then we have a couple of bottles that I'm going to make 2 cocktails today with. One I'm going to be using the gin, and then here is
Love the bourbon.
Bourbon is really, really good. They have a vodka, and
They have a citrus vodka.
Citrus vodka. They have this chili pepper vodka, which I found really cool, which I will make a cocktail with this shortly. But yeah, so today I'm going to be making a gin cocktail. And again, I have not made this cocktail, as most of you know. I just kind of go with it, taste it, and then I'll tweak it.
Can we rate it today when we're done?
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
let's rate
Go ahead
it.
and rate it.
So
in this cocktail, we are going to use a Lou gin. We are going to use muddled lemons. We're going to use simple syrup, which I normally use agave, but they don't have agave here, so I'm going to use their homemade simple syrup. I am going to be using Campari, which again, at Aroma Thyme, we would be using Zamaro, but I'm going to be using Campari here. And I'm going to be using a sparkling wine. And that's it in this cocktail. So I'm going to get started. I am going to, if you see, I already put lemon in my shaker. Add a little bit of simple syrup to it. So again, I'm not that familiar with using simple syrup. I know how much agave I need to put in. I'm just muddling the lemons and the simple syrup together. Just mashing it just a little bit here.
what does that do? Gets the zest out,
Gets
the
the
flavor.
zest out. It smells,
Smells delicious, yeah.
It smells delicious. So
Yeah.
Unlocks the essential oils in the
releases
skin.
all the oils from the skin.
Yeah.
I am going to add 2 ounces of gin.
And that's a Lou gin. And you guys buy that in New York.
We buy this in New York, yes.
Yeah.
And this is going to become our well gin now.
But
so.
it's a Seattle distillery, correct?
Sure is.
So that's pretty cool.
So
Yep.
about an ounce of Campari.
The actual name is Ula,
Oola.
right? It's Ula, O-O-L-A.
Ula.
But for some of their line, they just reverse that, and it's Alu.
Alu.
So
I'm going to go ahead and put some ice in my shaker. I'm going to shake it up. Well, I'm not really shaking it because I don't really see any top, so I'm just mixing it up here. So thanks everybody for watching. Hello, Karen. Hello, everybody. Thank you for watching. Hello, Gail. Gail, we miss you. Hello, Victor. If you're watching me live, if you can put hashtag live in the comments. If you're watching on the replay, give me a hashtag replay. Give me a thumbs up so that I know that you're here. And I'm going to say hello to everybody who's watching on the Ellensburg Brewery.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure which one you were using. So
Yeah,
hello,
Ellensburg Brewery.
everybody. Jamie here from
Catherine Good
Ellenville.
is watching.
Hello.
Oh, nice.
Catherine's watching all the way from Rice Lake, Wisconsin. And she watches any video we do that has alcohol in it because
Nice.
she's from Wisconsin. Everyone from Wisconsin watches every alcohol video we put together. Yeah.
So I'm going to pour it into the glass. Ooh, look at that.
So this is
So
Campari.
this is Campari and gin.
Oh, that's
and simple syrup. What happened?
Yeah, battery.
Oh, simple syrup. And I'm gonna
It's just getting good,
top
too.
off with a little bit of sparkling brut. I'm going to. Ooh,
I
look
gotta.
at that
Shan, you
color.
want to try it? You've never had Campari in your life, I don't think.
Let me just
No?
top it off. If those of you who are watching, you guys know I'm really big into what are they called? Garnishes lately. So I'm gonna give it a little taste.
What's this drink called?
Good.
Huh?
I don't know. We should give it a drink. I was calling it a loose Spritz. An loose Spritz.
An loose
Spritz.
Spritz,
Yeah.
or it's not a beer, a loose Spritz.
It's not a beer, a loose Spritz. And while Shannon is tasting my cocktail, I am gonna pour Jim a BP Blonde.
So that's Badger Pocket.
Badger Pocket, okay?
Yeah. And so this was the second beer that we made at the Ellensburg Brewery here in Ellensburg, Washington.
How do I do with my head, Jim? Good?
Yeah, so a little blonde ale
Nice.
from Ellensburg Brewery.
Awesome. Marcus, would you like a beer or a
No,
cocktail?
I'm going to taste the cocktails as they come
All
up.
right,
Totally
excellent.
missed
So
out.
that is my first, what'd you say?
Never mind. Keep going. Trust me. Don't talk to me anymore.
So that is my first cocktail. Let's pour the rest of this in there so that I can.
I want to try it. So Campari, Marcus. I was told Campari's made out of beetles.
I don't know if Campari has cochineal in it. I think it's just red dye now. It would have originally been cochineal or beetle,
Like
which
actual
is
beetle, right?
actual beetle.
Right,
Yep,
beetle.
which is what I prefer instead of the red colorings.
Sure.
It's cochineal is natural. A lot of spirits companies will put a stabilizer in it, so it keeps the color.
Yeah.
If you do cochineal, you have to put a stabilizer unless it settles. So, like Jamie, show them this bottle here, how cloudy it is.
Yeah,
This
cloudy,
has no
cloudy,
stabilizer.
no.
There's no stabilizers in there, so that color is going to fall out over time. That color will change on a shelf in 6 months. That bottle,
All right, so.
which is a good thing.
All right, so my next cocktail I'm going to make is going to be a chili pepper spritz with pineapple. So chili pepper and pineapple.
Explain the spindrifts.
So I wonder if anybody's ever had Spindrift on here, but this is a New York product that, of course, I found out here in Ellensburg when we were shopping for stuff. Love what they're doing. Super natural waters, basically carbonated water, and it just has
No sugar.
So no sugar.
So if you're watching your sugars to make
a drink that
with
has
that,
no sugar in it, this is definitely something to try.
I think our buddy Tim calls them drifters, right?
Drifters, yes. So hello, Diane. Hi, Mom. My mom is watching, so hello. And so I'm gonna make a chili pepper and pineapple.
Here comes
drink.
Carlos.
And hello, Carlos. Say hello to New York. New York, hello.
Carlos,
From New York.
you ever make it to New York or no?
Yeah,
You did?
New Jersey.
Wow.
New Jersey. New Jersey? Yeah. Awesome. All right, so I am going to add 2 ounces of the chili pepper aloo. Thanks everybody for watching again. I see more people joining, so hello. I'm going to put about 2 ounces of the chili pepper in there. I'm going to add a little simple syrup just to give it a little bit. I think sweet and pepper go together really well. And mix that on up. Again, I'm not familiar with this bar, so hello, Ronnie. I'm gonna add that to my glass. This is gonna be nice and spicy. And I'm gonna top it off with a little bit of pineapple spindrift. Love spindrift.
We have those at the restaurant, the Spindrifts. What do we have, the lime and the grapefruit?
With the lime and the grapefruit. So we make some really cool drinks with the lime and grapefruit. I like gin with the grapefruit. Really nice. I'm gonna give that a little bit of a stir. And we'll give it a little taste.
This is a nice cocktail for a warm day,
So
outside.
By the pool. Yum. I'm gonna give my taste testers a taste. It's very, very light. It's not overpowering. You get the chili, you get a little bit of pineapple in there. Really, absolutely delicious. Anybody else want a drink?
You making Negronis, you making Manhattans, what are you making?
Are you making a Negroni too?
I think you should make a Negroni.
Okay, so
Unless you want to make a Manhattan.
sweet vermouth.
Interesting.
Why don't you make a Manhattan with the Ula?
Okay, you want to open that for me?
I'll open that for you with the Ula bourbon.
Again, I'm not that familiar with this bar, but again, check it out. If you're just joining me, Ellensburg Brewing in Ellensburg, Washington. It is southeast of Seattle. So we are heading to Seattle here shortly, spending the night in Seattle and heading down to LA. Marcus is speaking on Monday at the Western Food Show in LA. So that's really what brought us out here. But we really wanted to always come visit our friends out here, check out what Ellensburg is doing. I gotta tell you, this little town is really, really cute. If you're looking for a place to get away from, come here. Our friend Jim and Shannon have amazing restaurants here. They have this brewery. They have a country bar, the Blue Rock. They also have Wing Central, which has wings. So they have a little variety of everything.
Coffee shop they're opening.
Coffee shop that they're opening soon.
They just closed their
Happy hour
pizzeria.
with Jamie Guiliano on the road. I like that, Jess. That's awesome. I love the sound of that. Jamie on the road. Happy hour with Jamie. Thanks to Lou for providing these spirits for us to travel with and to make drinks with. And stay tuned because they will be at our bar in.
A lot of their stuff will be back in stock.
All right, so I have to figure out where I'm going from here. What am I making? A Manhattan.
Manhattan.
So,
Where are the cherries at?
Oh, I think they're back over here. So I'm gonna start with the Lou bourbon. 2 ounces of a Lou bourbon. Sweet vermouth. What am I missing? And sweet vermouth, right?
Yeah.
Bourbon, sweet vermouth. What am I?
Cherries. We usually put a little cherry liqueur in.
Cherry liqueur in it. Yeah, I'll take a little bit of the cherry juice. So a little sweet vermouth. I'm gonna take a little bit of the cherry juice. I should rinse this before I put it in there. Little cherry juice. These are beautiful looking cherries too.
Bordeaux cherries out
Bordeaux
of
cherries.
Oregon.
Beautiful. All right.
Nice.
I'm going to mix that on up. I gotta find the right glass. We're gonna put it in this glass here, even though I like my Manhattans on the rock. So I'm gonna put this on the rock. Ooh, yum. Look at that. And I am going to put a cherry in it, on top of it. Look at these beautiful cherries. Look how big. They're nice cherries. And there you go. A Manhattan with the bourbon and sweet vermouth. That is good. So there you go, folks. I've made 3 cocktails. I've made a Spritz and a Lou Spritz with Campari and sparkling wine. I made a chili pepper and pineapple, and I've made a Manhattan. So hopefully, oh, and the beer. I've poured Ellensburg
Badger
Brewery
Pocket Blonde.
Badger Pocket Blonde. Check it out. I think the Heat Wave is like one of your staples, right?
Heatwave IPA.
I think they should name a drink after me here and put it on their menu. And anyway, that is it for today. Hope everybody's having an awesome day. I don't know the weather in New York, but Aroma Thyme is open tonight. And we are open. Make reservations if you'd like to come in. We're open tomorrow. And I think that's it. Anybody else want to share anything?
What's your most popular appetizer at Aroma Thyme?
Ooh, tuna. Would have to
Tuna.
be our tuna. Rare sesame crusted tuna, served chilled with a sriracha mayo and a peanut glaze.
And is that an appetizer?
That's an appetizer or an entree.
So
Two sizes.
So here's what I want to do. Here's what I want to do. The next person that calls you and makes a reservation for 2 or more, I'll personally buy them the tuna appetizer at Aroma Thyme. They got to say, we saw Jim. Okay. So you got to mention Jim.
Mention Jim.
And they got to be the first. So you got to call, make a reservation at, what's the phone number, Jamie?
845-647.
3000.
3000. Ask for Courtney.
Ask for Courtney and say, listen,
Jim
I was
sent
watching Cocktails Abroad with Jamie from Ellensburg, Washington. Jim at the Ellensburg Brewery said he'd buy us an appetizer if we were the first to call and make reservations for tonight. So call the number, make a reservation, and get a free appetizer. Thanks for watching, you guys.
Hope we have space tonight, though.
Yeah.
I don't know what our reservations
It doesn't
are
matter.
like, but-
Yeah, we'll fit you in. Tell them you know Jim, you'll get in there.
If we can't fit you in tonight, we'll fit you in tomorrow or Monday. I have a feeling I know exactly who's going to call and make the reservation.
Really?
But anyway,
Oh.
everybody have a wonderful day. I'm signing off from Ellensburg, Washington. I'll be back live shortly. Maybe we'll even be live in Seattle. In LA tomorrow. I'm at the food show. So
We did a couple lives from some vineyards we were just at.
Yeah, we did some live.
So if you want to go back and watch those.
And we found some really cool new wines to bring into Aroma Thyme, which is
Yeah.
always what we're after: making relationships, building relationships. Again,
Shout out to Brooke.
Brooke from JB
In Neufeld.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll be there with the crowd.